This next technique I'm going to show you basically is from a clinch with the knees. Show you exactly how to clinch properly, so that way it makes it much harder for the person to pull their head out. A lot of people, they clinch, they lace their fingers depending whether they're wearing gloves or not. If you're not wearing gloves, of course you can clinch and lace your fingers together. Ideally, the better clinch is monkey grip, where my thumb and my four fingers meet together, and with my opposite hand I do the same thing, like I'm clapping my hands and I cover it. And that allows me to really get a nice tight grip around his neck, or you put both hands one on top of each other. For now, we're going to use lace fingers. So from the lace fingers, I'm going to lace my fingers behind his head. What I want to do is I want to bring my elbows as tight as I possibly can together. Because if I leave a space, he's simply just going to duck right out of there. So he loops his head out. I can't really control it. So I got to keep my elbows together. So I keep my elbows together. Now, a lot of times you see people clinching. And when they clinch, they just keep holding on to the guy's head instead of giving him knees. But the important thing about it is that when you start to give knees, is to always move. Because the more movement you have, the chances are you can score much easier with the knee. So in such a fashion, if I give him two knees and he's defending it, he puts a hand in, he's blocking it. So what I do is I just kind of crank his head around like that. Now his hands open up at that point in time, and it gives me a chance to give him knees again. I can do the same thing from here. I can pull him back into the same position. My feet barely move. Every time I knee him and I pull him around, my feet, all I do is just pivot from my feet. I crank his neck and I pull him. I start to give him the knee on that side. From here, all my feet does is I crank his neck and I pull him around. Now, here's a good technique that you can actually apply. So, 1, 2, and as I pull him around with my hand, I'm going to slide this hand in underneath his arm. And it's going to come up and I push his head down and move to the side. So now I can start to apply a knee right here. And in such a case now, I'm locking it with my head, so you can't really take that arm out of there. And I'm straight arming him. My hands are really straight at this point. And I'm keeping his head down. This is a stop. I put my hands on top of each other, so I stop him from lifting his head up. It's very difficult for him to lift back up at this point. Lift up. I'm keeping him down. Now, he's going to want to start, he knows the knee's coming, so he's going to want to put his hand in front of his face to defend against that knee. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him a distraction. So with the right one, I attack him in the leg. So whereby he's going to start to defend against that leg. So I attack him in the leg, he puts his hand there, and I pop him in the head with the knee on the other side. Try it again. Somebody will do from that side to get a better view. So from here, I'm clinching him. And in the clinch, I want to crank his neck as much as I can. So as I do it, I want to turn his head as I try to pull him. Now he feels that pressure, he has no choice. Again, as I said, every time you crank somebody's neck, the body has to follow. Wherever the head goes, the body has to follow. So I start to give him the knee, I crank his neck, and I twist my hip. Now from here, slide the hand inside, I step to the side, I'm keeping him nice and tight, it's hard for him to pull that arm out. So instead of me giving him the knee right away, maybe I could, depending if he's blocking or not, I can actually apply a couple. I can give 1, maybe 2, I realize that he's starting to block it, so I distract him and give him 1 hand and come right back to the face again. Plus also, you can apply submissions. You can go for Kimura. You can also from here, go for a guillotine, if you want. Or simply just walk right through. So from here, I give the knee, and I just walk right over him. And he falls. And look, right in one arm. Hi, I'm Nigel Scanderberg, founder of the Thai-Ju-Jitsu self-defense system. All these techniques and stuff like this is also on our website. You can check out our website at www.Thai-Ju-Jitsu.com. And I'd like to thank YouTube for having the opportunity to give us this moment to show all the techniques that we actually can show based on Thai Ju-Jitsu.